Welcome, my dear students. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, my dears. Another lecture and presentation in communication systems. And we'll talk today about the presentation and the memos. And we'll have a presentation here. The presentation. The topic is the business presentation. Our topic is the business presentation. This is a very important topic today. How to do your presentation. So in this place or in this PowerPoints, we differentiate between the major presentation types and answer to preparatory questions, organize the presentation effectively and build audience report, complete the main types of presentation, and design effective visual presentation, and deploy effective delivery techniques in presentation. So here, we have to talk first about the speaking skills and your career. Between 82 and 95% of executives consider oral communication skills very important for college and university graduates and for everyone. Between 82 and 95. So those are stressing so much about the oral communication. And you know that the presentation is an oral communication. You know that the presentation is an oral communication. Okay. Types of business presentation. This is the first slide, which is very important for us as academic people. So I will just enlarge it for you guys to see it. It will be very clear for you guys. So here, those are the types of business presentation which we care about. First, overview or a summary of an issue, proposal, or a problem. So this is the first point, overview or a summary of an issue, proposal, or a problem. Delivery of information, this is another type. Delivery of, we call them briefing presentation. So overview or a summary of an issue, proposal, or a problem. Delivery of information, discussion of a question or collection of feedback. This is also considered like briefing. So that is example, if you are doing questionnaire or asking about something, or you are trying to check out that the workers understand the core of the problem, and you know now the problem, and you just want to write a feedback about the problem reasons, then here in this case, you will do a briefing report. Second, is the report, oral equivalent of business reports and proposals. Informational or persuasive oral account, simple or elaborate. Those are the types of reports here. Oral and proposals placed online, pre-recorded audio clip, like what I'm doing just now, delivered over the web. So like what I'm just doing like that is called Buddhist. Opportunity to launch products, introduce and train employees, and sell products and services. We have also virtual presentation. Collaboration facilitated by the technology, like using the presence or websites, real-time meeting online with remote colleagues. And the final one is webinar. Web-based presentation, lectures, workshops, like what I'm doing right now, or seminars, digital transmission with or without video to train employees, interact with customers, and promote products. So those are also types of the presentations. That will lead me to ask the first question today. What are the different types of presentation? Then discuss in details. What are the different types of presentation and discuss in details? What are the different types of presentations? And we will discuss it in details. Discuss in details. What are this is our first question today, question number 1. So the different types of presentation are those here in front of you. Oral equivalents, online collaboration, and web-based presentations. Those are the main ones which we had here in this slide. In the start itself, there are steps for the presentation we have to follow. So in the start itself, we have to prepare for the presentation. We have to prepare for the presentation. So what's the purpose of the presentation? Is the purpose of it selling, persuading, informing? So that's what I'm asking myself now. What is the purpose of this presentation? Is the purpose to sell or persuade or inform? Who are my audience? Are they our friends or neutral, which are not friends, and at the same time they are not formal? Uninterested people whom I'm trying to convince them to buy a product or service. Hostile, and it's another type of. So what is the kind of presentation which I have here? What is the kind of presentation which I have here? So the first of all, what's the purpose? Then who are my audiences? Who are my audiences? Who are the people who will listen to me? Again, I have to prepare for the presentation. The first step to know the purpose. What is the purpose of the presentation? Then the second thing is who are the audience who will be with me in that presentation? And here is a short, and I will just enlarge it for everyone to see it so that it will be clear for everyone, my dears. So here is example. And for every type of presentation and the delivery style and the supporting materials which I need. As example, if it was a friendly like what you see here in front of you now, audience members, they like you and they like your topic, then the organizational patterns here will be use any pattern, try something new, involve the audience, keep them always involved and keep them always paying attention to what you are saying. So here it's an organizational pattern. Delivery style, be warm, pleasant, and open. Use lots of eye contacts and smiles while you are doing your delivery for your presentation. So be warm, pleasant, and open. Use lots of eye contacts and smiles. Supporting material. The supporting material includes humor, personal examples, and experiences. So you will use here the humor, the personal examples, and experiences as well while you're doing the presentation here. Again, we will say the types of presentation, and it's based on what you are presenting for and who are your audiences. Who are your audiences? Who is listening to you? Who's there to listen to you? So the first thing is audience members. If they are friendly, that's what you will do. They like you and you like your topic. So use any pattern, try something new, involve the audiences. Be warm, pleasant, and open. Use lots of eye contacts and smiles as well. Include humor, personal examples. This is the supporting materials. So what you will use in the materials here. How's your own audiences? Friendly? Yeah, okay. Organizational pattern. What you will use as better. Try something. And always keep them busy. Keep them always involved and attracted to what you say to them, to what you present. Delivery stage style. Be warm, pleasant, and open. So the way you will be, because it's a friendly, so be warm with them and pleasant at the same time. Supporting materials include humor, personal examples also, and from based on your experience. So talk in humor, give examples of your own and from your experience. This was the first type of presentations based on the type of the clients. The second type of presentation is the neutral presentation. They are calm. Those are people, your audience. Your audience are neutral. Neutral. Your audience here are neutral. Neutral means they are not very friendly and they are not very formal. They are calm, rational. Their minds are made up, but they think they are objective. They are very objective people because they are very rational in thinking, the neutral people. Okay, you present both sides of the issue. Use pro-con. Pro-con means benefit and cost analysis, or the good, the advantage and disadvantage, or problem solution patterns. Save time for audience questions. Okay, so keep some time because they will ask you questions. Those people are very rational. The audience here are very rational. Okay, so in that case, present both sides of the issue. Use pro-con or problem solution buttons. Save time and for audience questions. That is how you organize your own, presentation. What about the delivery style? The delivery style here, be controlled. Do nothing showy. Use confident small gestures. Okay, here because it's a little bit formal. So it's not like the previous one, which is friendly, you would be warm and pleasant. No, 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 no. Here you would be very controlled. You do nothing showy, like to attract them, or just be like very controlled. Use confident, small gestures. What about the supporting materials you would use with the neutral? What is the supporting material you use? Use facts, because these people usually depend on their minds to make decision. So they want an argue, an evidence. So use facts, statistics, expert opinion, and comparison and contrast. All the logical thinking idea, anything of proof. When you talk as example and say as example that as example, the high cholesterol leads to problems in the heart. Just show with the statistics how this happened, and check out. Tell them these are people with a high cholesterol level, and this is the ratio of the heart attacks, and this is the relationship between them. So you use the statistics for when you talk with them, and comparisons also to compare and contrast. So use comparison, contrast. Avoid humor. Humor does not exist here like the friendly because they are not friends. Neutral, they are objective people, very objective people. So avoid humor, no humors here. Personal stories, don't talk about your own personal stories or whatever. And flashy visuals. Like we said, no, don't be showy here. Don't be showy with this group of people or the neutral people. The third type is the uninterested. The uninterested. Uninterested, actually, they need more efforts. They have short attention span. They may be against their will. So be brief because they are already uninterested. Okay. Those kinds of people, their attention is not so long. They will not keep, as long as they are not interested, they will not keep all the way up with you. You might lose them in time. I mean, they might not be focused. The uninterested, they might not be focused. So in that case, they may be there against their will, or they are impulsive, or it is like a routine work that they come and attend the presentation, though they don't like, they don't want it. So in that case, be very brief. How to organize your own pattern. Be very brief, no more than 3 points. Avoid topical and pro-con patterns. So be brief, very brief, no more than 3 points, so that when you talk, always talk in brief, because you want them, you want to keep them engaged. You want to keep them busy. Avoid topical and pro-con patterns that seem lengthy to the audience. Don't talk in very details because already they are not very interested. So don't talk in very details about the in your own presentation. Be dynamic and entertaining. Move around. Use large gestures. Be dynamic. So when you work with these people, you have to be dynamic. The delivery style, very dynamic and entertaining. Try to refresh their memories, or try to ask them put a weather or a climate of getting out of the box. Like, so don't do it like exactly, because, and change also in the speech, in the notes of your speech and the tone of your speech, because people, if you talk on the same level and without changing in the tones of your speech, that might lead into people will not be focusing with you. But when you change your tone of speech, ups and downs, and stress on some points, intonation on some other points, this in that case, people will be listening to you, or at least you will have more focused people. Use large gestures. The supporting material for the uninterested is the humor. Of course, because they are uninterested, so get out of the books, like I told you, just get out of the books. So use humor, cartoons, colorful visuals. So here is the opposite of the neutral. If the neutral was not to be showy, here no, you have to be use a humor, cartoons, colorful visuals, powerful quotations, and startling statistics, whatever you can. One thing more is to avoid darkening the room. So because they are uninterested already, standing motionless, you stand like this without moving. No, like I told you, a tone of speech and the way you're standing, they might be less focused as well. Passing out handouts, using boring visuals, or expecting the audiences to participate. So those points you have to care about also. What about the hostile? The hostile, they want to take a charge or ridicule the speaker. Here, the situation is different. We are going now from friendly to neutral to uninterested to like a sarcastic. They want to take charge or ridicule the speaker. They may be defensive or emotional as well. So you are here like people. They are not very, like someone was speaking, presenting into different political parties. Not all the parties will agree with what he's saying. Some of them will be opposed in ideas and ideologies. So in that case, it will be a little bit different. Organize use a non-controversial pattern, such as a topical, chronological, or geographical strategy. Be calm and controlled. Yeah, don't, so no one to provoke you, because they are already there to provoke. Be calm and controlled. Speak evenly and slowly. So don't talk too fast. The supporting material here include objective data and experts' opinion. Avoid anecdotes and humor. No need for that, because this might provoke them more and more. Avoid a question and answer period, if possible. Otherwise, use a moderator to accept only written questions. So, because some of the questions might be aggressive, some of the questions might be transmitting or sarcastic, you have to put all this in your concern as well. So these are the types now of the audience and how I will organize my presentation, and what is the delivery style, and what is the supporting material which I will use. Now I will say back, I'll stop here and ask the second question today. What are the types of presentations based on the audiences. Discuss in details. Discuss in details. Here we go. What are the types of presentations based? And I would say here around 5 minutes. This is the second question. We are in this second question now. What are the types of presentations based on the audiences? Audience type, audiences, audience type. Discuss in details. This is the second question which we are highlighting right now, which I'm highlighting right now. And this is a question which I'm expecting that you go for an answer of it. Shall pause here like around 5 minutes before we leave into another lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you.